Hey guys, how's it going? Eminem Gaming here, and today we're back with another video. And today, this might be a little bit of a later video, for me at least in the UK, but we're going to be talking about the PS4 Slim being leaked, pretty much confirmed at this point. Obviously, as Sony always does, they're never going to just come out and say, about something. They're probably going to announce come September 7th. So bear that in mind. We're not going to get any confirmation of this either way, unless it's fake, until September 7th in New York, because obviously they want to announce it and they want to try and sell it. I understand that and I respect that. It is what it is. All I'm going to say is 1 point to me for actually predicting this. Now, I'm not saying I'm the only person who said there was going to be a Slim, but at least I've got 1 point from the PlayStation meeting. So when they go there and announce no PS Neo, at least I've got 1 point from my predictions video. But I want to say, just before we get into the video, my opinions, thoughts, all that good stuff, I just want to say this is one of those rare videos, because a lot of the times when I see leaks and rumors, I'll make a video on it straight away and I'll kind of hold it maybe for an hour, 2 hours, sometimes, just in case there's a little bit more info, a little bit of a leak, a little bit more clarification, whatever. Now, a lot of the times there is more info, there is more leaks, but it's pretty much the same stuff. Do you know what I mean? So it has literally no effect either way on the original video. But to be honest, the new pictures of it have pretty much 180'd everything I thought about the console in the first place. So yeah, I'm just going to get into it. Basically, this was leaked by ZHugeEX from Twitter. He's an insider. He also he's very well up to date with the stats and statistics and all that sort of stuff, mainly from like the Asian market, but on top of that as well, the Western market as well. So yeah, definitely go check him out. So he posted on Twitter a picture of the rumored PlayStation Slim being sold on Gumtree. Now, the person listing it listed it as a PS4 Slim, unreleased. So how he's got his hands on it, I don't know. Maybe he stole it. It's definitely possible, but we'll just have to see what's going on with that. Yeah, I mean, the box didn't look very nice. It looked weird. It kind of looked photoshopped and it didn't look real. But I've seen now the actual PS4 in somebody's house next to the PS4 original, and it looks really nice. It does look really, really top quality. I like it. I was completely against it when I first saw it, but I had a little sit on it. I had to think about it, and I saw the console itself, and I think it's one of them consoles, when you look at it first time or you look at it on the internet, it kind of looks horrible, but when you get it in your house, it looks really nice. And I think it kind of reminded me of the PlayStation 1 Slim, which is my favourite Slim. I know the PS2 was really nice. The PS3, they kind of had to just, damage control the size of the PS3 fat, and then the slimmer version. It wasn't until really the Super Slim when it looked really nice, in my opinion. But again, that's just my opinion. But yeah, PS1, it kind of reminds me of that. Looks weird and awkward on the internet, but in real life, it's a top quality console. So that's what I think will happen with this. So I'm happy with it. What does Sony need to sell this? Now, bear in mind, it's a 500 gigabyte model, so they're probably going to have a 1 terabyte, maybe even a 2 terabyte model. Bear that in mind, but the only model we know so far is 500 gigs. For me personally, I think the 500 gigabyte model, bearing in mind the guy was selling it for 275, which is the price in the UK for a new PS4. So that would tell me he's going to sell that at a profit, because there's not many, if any, on the market. So I'm guessing this is probably going to drop it's difficult to say. Maybe 150 or 200 pounds. I think it's going to be around about 200 US dollars for the base model. And I think that's going to be really good. I think it's an entry level console. I think it gives people a lot of chances to get themselves a PS4 with, which maybe the 350 or the 275 pound, they can't really afford that, and particularly saying that the Slim's going to come around about Christmas time, I can't really see any problem with that. I think it's going to sell really well. There's just one thing. There's only one negative about this console I can even say. It looks nice. It has little, decals on the bottom of the console. X, circle, triangle, and square. It looks really nice in my opinion. Very slim. Like the PS4, we always say, and I think everyone agrees, it looks really slim. Like it almost looks like Sony came out the gates with a slim console. I believe that the Xbox One S is only a tiny bit smaller than the original PS4. But this is a lot slimmer, believe it or not, than the OG PS4, which is crazy to me. When you see them stacked next to each other, definitely a good 10, maybe even 20% off the original PS4, which I don't know how the hell they've done. I think they may have got rid of where you can kind of change out the hard drives. Looking at it, there is no screws, and there's no also faceplate to take off. The only problem with that is if they are doing that, fair enough, Sony, but you've gotta have external hard drives because look, the average gamer ain't gonna want to delete every sodding game they get, and Call of Duty alone will take up 60 gigabytes. You look at GTA 5, look how much that takes up. FIFA every year takes up how much. It's ridiculous. So if you get rid of internal hard drive support on the PS4 Slim, that's fine, but make sure you have an option for external hard drives. That way nobody can complain because you can upgrade it. If you can't upgrade it, then people are going to be mad. I'm telling you now, Sony, so be careful. Apart from that, the only other problem I see with it is that it does not have a 4K Blu-ray player. Now, as I am saying this, as I am recording this video, as far as I'm aware, it doesn't have a 4K Blu-ray player. But it may just not have it on the box. There is no confirmation from the owner or the seller of this machine. There is no real details. Apart from that, I haven't heard that it has a 4K Blu-ray player, so I'm assuming that it doesn't. So bear in mind, you may have to discredit everything I'm about to say if it comes out and it does have a 4K Blu-ray player. My problem is, at the moment, even if the PS4 Neo, the minimum that's going to be is $400 US, which is fine, it's a premium product. But if they come out with no cheap version of the PS4 original, so the PS4 Slim, you're literally giving Microsoft a massive advantage, to 4K TV owners, because you're going to sit there and look. So I've got a 4K TV. I don't care too much about gaming. I like Call of Duty. I might like FIFA. All that sort of stuff. To them, they're going to get the cheapest possible. So they might have originally gone to get a Samsung 4K Blu-ray player, but they're like, oh well, this Xbox does it and it also plays Xbox games. Of course I'm going to get that. With a PlayStation, you then give them an option of something else. But they don't, if they're not really hardcore gamers, they ain't really going to care about the Neo. So I think they may, if it's true that it doesn't have a 4K Blu-ray player, may have dropped the ball just a little bit on it. But with that being said, I'm happy with the design. I think it looks good. If you don't have a PS4 and you're not interested in the Neo and spending XY on X amount of money on a new console, to be honest with you guys, I'd recommend going out and getting this. It's going to be cheap. It's probably going to have a few cool games with it. It's kind of just got a very plain look to it. So I assume that Sony could easily put a nice little decal on that. So let's just say Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. That might have a really nice Neo bundle, so a Slim bundle. So if you're looking at that for Christmas, that'd be really good. For me personally, am I gonna get it? No, if it doesn't have a 4K Blu-ray player, but I'd like to have a cheap 4K Blu-ray player downstairs. So for me, if it does end up having a 4K Blu-ray player, then it's a day one buy. Probably the 500 gigabyte. I don't want that much storage for basically a DVD player. But if it does, if it doesn't have one, I ain't gonna get it because it's kind of pointless with a PS4 already. There ain't no real advantage, and I might as well save my money up for the Neo. But yeah, again, let me know, guys. What's your thoughts? Are you happy about this? Are you kind of been holding off for a slim, a cheaper version that you can get for maybe a family member, or maybe for yourself, or your parents might get you something for Christmas or whatnot? Let me know down below. But as always, guys, this has been Eminem Gaming. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you're not already. And I'll catch you guys in a new video very soon.